Right, so morning everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning sunrise class. So we're going to start seated. So come to sit maybe on something, folded blanket if that works for you, or just on the ground. Have a little wiggle around, roll the shoulders. And then when you feel that you can settle, perhaps allowing the shoulders to rest over the hips or roughly over the hips, keeping the spine long and alert, but also a little bit of a softness there as well. And then you might choose to have the palms facing up or down, whichever feels right this morning. And then taking some longer, deeper breaths, inhaling all the way through the spine, out through the crown of the head. And exhaling, softening into your posture, into the earth. Maybe doing that a couple of times. So you feel yourself beginning to arrive here in this space, in your body. So moving on to week 2, you may or may not have done some of the recordings from week 1, but that's absolutely fine. We're going over some of the stuff as well. But week 2 is about letting go of what stands in your way of creating that enduring and long-lasting happiness. So just exploring that a little. And the quote that I pulled out was from Thich Nhat Hanh for this one. And he says, "Letting go gives us freedom. And freedom is the only condition for happiness. If in our heart we still cling to anything, anger, anxiety, or possessions, we cannot be free." So we'll just explore a little bit of that today and using twisting postures to kind of maybe squeeze the body a little and just see what is there for us. But really with the right focus, attention and intention, happiness is available to us anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter what's going on in life. It is possible to cultivate it and allowing it to really permeate every area of our life. So learning to let go of what stands in our way is I kind of see it as one of the first steps to allowing happiness to always be there, no matter what's going on. So just letting yourself just rest here for a moment on the ground. And becoming aware of the breath. And just seeing how the breath is. Sometimes the breath can be an indication of what is going on for us. And after a while, maybe seeing if you can allow the exhalation just to become a little bit longer, without any force or tension created in the body, just a gradual lengthening. If you find the count useful, you can always use that, but it's not essential. Sometimes you just get a sense of the breath becoming more spacious and longer, just by simply becoming aware of it. Morning, Rona. We're just starting seated, just with some breath. And just seeing if it's possible to gradually allow the exhalation to lengthen. And if you're finding the mind is busy, one of the mantras that I'm working with at the moment is breathing in, I am here. Breathing out, I let go. So you could just silently work with that in your mind. Breathing in, I am here. Breathe breathing out, I let go. And just see what kind of effect that has physically. What kind of effect that has on the mind. If you get a sense that in the physical body you're holding anything, maybe shoulders, see if they could soften. Belly, often we hold the belly, letting go physically there. The jaw, the mouth, softening, letting go. Maybe even holding the weight of the body. See if the earth can fully support you and hold you here. Breathing in, I am here. Breathing out, I let go. And even as we begin to move, you can keep this maybe sense of physically letting go in the body, even as we maybe get quite dynamic with our practice. Just have that sense of releasing and letting go what you don't need, what might be holding you back, even if you're not quite aware of what that might be. Or maybe you are aware. Just that sense of releasing anything that you just don't need anymore. So the next time you inhale, reach the hands out to the side and all the way up to the top. And exhale, bring the hands down into the heart space. And you can even stay with that mantra if you find it useful. Inhaling, breathing in, I am here. And breathing out, I let go. Inhaling, reaching hands up, and exhaling to the heart, and then inhaling up, and exhaling, bring the left hand over to the right knee, bring the right hand behind for a little bit of a twist, and then inhaling, reaching the hands back up to the top, and exhaling over to the other side. So we'll move a few times through each side. So you're inhaling, reaching the hands up, maybe gazing to the thumbs if that feels good and okay for the neck, and exhaling to the other side. Move with your breath. Inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling to the other side. Inhale, slowly moving through this, and just seeing how the physical body is today as you move into those first few movements. Where do you kind of sense that you need to take your practice today? Maybe a bit softer? Or maybe the body is asking for a little bit of a challenge as well. So just be aware of that. And then the next time that you come over to the left side, just complete that round, come back to the center, and then swap over the legs so you've got the opposite ankle in front. And then bring that right hand out to the side. Inhale, left hand up. And then as you exhale, begin to fold over. Take an inhale, feel that you could reach through those left fingertips. And then as you exhale, sweep the arm forward and over to the other side. So you're inhaling, reaching the hand up, and exhaling to fold. Keep that right hip grounded. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, and then exhale to sweep round. Inhale, left hand up. Have the palm facing down towards the earth as you fold. Allow that left hip to ground. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, and exhale, sweep round. So go with your breath again, as ever. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach through fingertips, and exhale, sweep round. Feeling that you can just move with your breath. So often it is busyness that keeps us from really feeling and sensing that kind of happiness that can permeate all areas of our life. And it's also kind of society as well. We're kind of sent these strong and sometimes very subtle messages that happiness is the destination that we will arrive at when certain things happen in our lives. Maybe finding love, or losing a few pounds, or getting fit, getting a new job, holiday, renovation, whatever it might be. And what is kind of happening there is that this sense of striving and having certain conditions that is going to create our happiness serves to basically take us out of the present moment. So when we can create that kind of that presence and awareness to what is happening, even when it's not the stuff that we really want to be with, it can still help us to create that happiness and that joy. So the next time that you fold over to that left side, complete that round. Inhale, reach the hands up to the top, and then exhale to bring the hands down into the heart space. And just pause here for a moment with the hands at the heart. And if you feel that there's an intention that you would like to set for your practice, for your week, or even for this course, this next kind of 7 weeks together, how would you like to be? What would you like to create? How would you like to feel? Remember, positive, present tense. I am calm, I am present, I am resilient. Or simply, I am here. Take another long, deep breath. And then exhale, release over the legs. Come into tabletop. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, moving through cat-cow. Spread the fingertips. Inhale, allow the belly to drop, gaze up. And as you exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Just a couple of times like that. Inhaling. And exhale. And then sitting back towards child's pose, and bring that right hand underneath the left arm. So keep the elbow lifted. And then allow that right shoulder to maybe come down towards the earth, and feel that you could kind of wiggle that the right fingertips forward, the palm is facing up, and keep the left fingertips reaching forward. So the elbow is off the mat, and you might even kind of reach a little bit further, depending on how that feels, into that left shoulder. Nice deep breaths. And then inhale to come back to your tabletop. And then exhale, sit back to child's. Bring that left hand underneath the right. Reach as far over to the right as you can with the fingertips, and then allow the shoulder to come down. Maybe the head, but maybe the head is lifted if it feels quite strong. And feel that you could reach those right fingertips forward a little. Stretching into shoulders. Take a long deep breath. And exhale, come forward. And then tuck the toes, coming into your down dog. Have a little walk out through the legs. Spreading the fingertips. And you're kind of pushing the palms into the mat, but also out to the right side, also out to the sides, not the right side, both sides, so that you can begin to open up through the shoulders. And then pausing in your down dog, inhale, lift the pelvis. Exhale, sinking into the heels. And just check in with the knees. Allow the knees to open out to the sides. Allow the head to release. Even give the head a little shake so you're not holding anything there. And then take an inhale. Come back down onto your knees. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Find that flat back. And then inhale, raise that right leg. So probably about hip height. Press through the heel. So into like your Superman legs. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, reach the left hand up. Take an inhale there, and as you exhale, bring the knee to the elbow and curl in. And then inhaling, reaching out to the side. So press through that right heel, draw belly in, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to reach. And then exhale, bringing the hand and the knee down. Take an inhale there, and as you exhale, draw the belly in, find flat back, reach that left leg behind you, press through the heel. Take an inhale, and then reach that right hand up. Another big inhale, and then exhaling, curling in, elbow to knee. So trying to keep everything really steady as you do this. Inhale, reach out, and exhaling, drawing in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to reach, and then exhale, release the hand, release the knee, tuck the toes and come back to your down dog. Take an inhale in your down dog and lift the right leg. Bend the knee, open up through the hip and send that left heel towards the mat. And again, become aware of the hands. So you're pressing the hands into the mat, but also out to the side. So you're opening up, hopefully, through the shoulders. You can feel that extend up through the arms. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that right knee forward and drop the left knee. Not the right knee, the foot. Take an inhale, reach up into your lunge. And as you exhale, bring the hands into the heart space. Draw belly in so you're finding a long tailbone. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, reach the hands out to the side and turn to the right, so like a twist there. And then as you inhale, bring the hands up to the sky. You might follow the gaze to the hands, and then as you exhale, over to the left side. So what you want to try and do is keep that right thigh nice and connected, so that's not moving as you go through this. So you're inhaling, reaching the hands up, and then exhale over to the right. Inhale to reach. And exhaling over to the left. Take an inhale, reach the hands up. And then exhale, release the hands behind. Interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest and the heart. But keep the belly drawn in. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hands. Come back to your down dog. In your down dog, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, send the right heel to the mat, open up through that side. And just become aware of the hands again, so spread the fingertips. And that space between thumb and index finger, can you draw it down a little bit more? Can you press the hands away from one another? Take another inhale. And then exhale, sweep that foot forward, drop the right knee, inhale to your lunge. And exhale to bring the hands into prayer. So you're drawing belly in, lengthening tailbone as you do that. And then inhale, reach the hands out to the side, twisting to the left, but that thigh isn't going to move. And then inhale, reach the hands up, and then over to the right. Staying connected there. Move with your breath. Inhale to reach. And exhaling. Inhale to the top. Exhale to the right. Inhale to lift. And then exhale the hands behind. Interlace with the opposite little finger outside. Take an inhale. Shoulder blades come together. Breathing deeply there. Take another inhale. And then exhale, release the hands, step back to your down dog. In your down dog, inhale, lift the pelvis. Exhale, soften in. And then gazing forward, walk, step the feet to the top of the mat. Into your forward fold, feet hip distance, take opposite elbows, have a little rock side to side. And really become aware of the weight of the head. So really let the head release. Let it go. Yeah, give it some shakes if it needs it. Release the jaw, release the tongue. Really feel that there's that letting go, that sense of releasing whatever you don't need. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands towards the earth. Bend into the knees a little, gaze forward. Take an inhale, reach the hands all the way to the top. And exhale to bring the hands into the heart space. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhaling, reaching the hands all the way up. And exhaling, folding from the hips, bend into the knees as you come all the way down. Inhale for your half lift. And as you exhale, plant the hands down, step back, left leg, right leg, either into your plank or your tabletop. So which would be right for you today? If you're in your plank, you're pushing back through the heels, but wherever you are, you're drawing the belly in. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, allow the crown of the head to come forward, bending into the elbows. Bring the belly and the chest down. Inhale for a little cobra, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. And then exhale, travel back through your child's pose and into your down dog. Take an inhale, raise the right leg. Bend the knee, send the left heel to the mat as you exhale. Take an inhale there, and as you exhale, bring that right foot forward. Plant the left foot onto the mat. So we're going to go into our warrior one. Take an inhale into your warrior one. So the right knee is bent. And then as you exhale, straighten that right leg. And then take an inhale, reach up through the fingertips. And then as you exhale, begin to fold forward, but allow that right hip to draw back as you come forward. If you have a brick, it can be really useful to give you a little bit of height and a little bit of purchase there. But really allowing that left foot to plant into the ground. And as you settle in there, you might just take another inhale. So come onto the fingertips or press into your block if you have one. So you're inhaling to gaze forward. And then as you exhale, folding in. And if you're feeling particularly tight today, you might even do that a couple of times. Like rather than staying in the pose, pausing in it, you might inhale forward and exhaling, folding in. I find that useful when I'm feeling particularly tight in the body. Inhale forward, exhaling, folding. And then take another inhale. And exhale, plant the hands down, stepping back to your down dog. Inhale, lift the heels a little, lengthen the tailbone, all the way up to the sky. Release the head, exhale the heels to mat. And then inhale, the left foot lifts, bend the knee. Opening up on that side, take another inhale, and then exhale, the foot comes forward. Plant the right foot down, inhale to your warrior one. So the knee is bent just briefly. And then exhale, straighten up through that leg. Take an inhale, reach up through the fingertips, and then as you exhale, begin to fold forward. And again, just coming back down either onto the fingertips or onto a brick. Make sure that that right foot is planted down into the earth, and gradually that left hip is drawing back. Doesn't mean that left leg needs to be straight, just to where feels right. Maybe moving with your breath. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhaling, folding in. Take your time with those breaths. So breathing in, I am here. Breathing out, I let go. inhale to gaze forward, plant the hands down, step back to your down dog. Inhale to lift the pelvis. Exhale to soften in. And then gazing forward, take an inhale, step left foot, then right foot. Find your half lift. Exhale, folding in. Bend through the knees, inhale to come all the way up to stand. And exhale to bring the hands to the heart space. Take a breath there, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And exhaling, folding all the way through. Inhale for your half lift. And exhale, step right leg, then left leg. So either your plank or your tabletop. But either way, the belly is drawing in, feeling connected there, feeling strong in the arms. Take an inhale. And then exhale, crown of the head comes forward a little, and then the belly and the chest. But no back bending until you're all the way down, and then inhale into your cobra. And exhaling to travel back. Inhaling there. And exhaling, softening in. And then inhale, the right leg lifts, opening up. Take another inhale, and then exhale the foot forward. Plant the foot down. We'll lead with the left hand as we inhale to come into warrior two. And exhaling, softening into that. Adjust the feet where you need to. Maybe roughly heel to heel alignment. Bending deeply into that right leg. Reaching through the fingertips. Gazing over the right. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, turn the right palm up and reverse. So reach the hand up to the sky. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the forearm onto the knee. Bring that left hand up, so your side angle. You could bring the hand over the head, depending on how that feels for the side body. You could release that right hand down to the earth. But if this left shoulder starts to kind of drop to the earth, come back. Come back onto the leg. And gradually move into that. So see if you can sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. And you're not kind of collapsing into it. There's kind of a lift through the heart and the belly. Opening up, maybe gazing towards left shoulder, left hand. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hands down, step back to your down dog. In your down dog inhale, lift the left leg, bending the knee, opening up. Take another inhale. And exhale, sweep forward. The right foot plants down. Lead with the right hand. Inhale to your warrior two on that side. May adjust the legs. You might want to go a little bit wider through the legs. Reach through the fingertips, gaze over the front. And the left knee is over the ankle, so you could even just have a look. You might just slight adjustments in that leg, engaging it, drawing it out to the sides. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, reach that left hand up. Take another inhale. And then exhale into your side angle, reaching that right hand up. It could stay there. It doesn't have to go over the head. But if it does, strong straight arm. So you're reaching through the fingertips. And you're pressing down through that right foot. So you've really got a lovely long stretch through that side. And you can always bring that left hand down if that's available today. Breathing there. See if you can sink into that left leg just a little bit more. And keep that little bit of a lift. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hands down. Step back to your down dog. And then from your down dog, inhale, right foot, then left foot steps forward into your half lift. Exhaling, folding in. Inhale to come all the way back up. And exhale, hands to prayer. Take a long breath there. And a long breath out. And then bringing the feet together, we're going to go into our chair and then a twist. So you're inhaling, sitting down into that little chair, into the heels. So lift the toes, reach the hands up, draw the belly in. So there's no back bending at that point. Take another inhale. Exhale to bring the hands into prayer and bring the elbow, the left elbow over to the right knee. And press the right hand into the left to begin to create that twist. And just notice the knees. If you find that the knees have gone out of alignment, often that then means the hips have gone out of alignment. So just see if you can keep the hips level, which is a good keep the knees level, which is a good indication that the hips are then level. And then inhaling to come back to your chair. You might even just release off the legs for a moment. And then exhale, sit back down, hands to prayer. Inhaling. And then exhale the right elbow over to the left, move to that side. Check the knees, press the left hand into the right, easing into that twist. And then inhale to come back to your chair. And then exhale to fold all the way forward, lengthening the legs. Inhale, half lift. And we'll exhale, step left leg, then right leg, plank or tabletop. Belly drawing in, take an inhale. Exhale, crown of the head forward as you come all the way down. Inhale for your cobra. And exhale to your down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And this time we'll just bring it straight forward. Plant the left foot onto the mat. Inhale to your warrior one. And then exhale, straighten that leg. So you're drawing the right hip back. Take an inhale, reach up through the fingertips. And as we exhale, we're going to come forward again, but see if we can allow that left hand to come to the outside of the right foot. So a twisted Trikonasana. So if you have a brick, you'll find that really useful. So that left hand could be on the brick on the outside, and then you press into the brick, allowing the right hand to lift. So just see if you can begin to allow that right hip to draw back. And if that right hand up to the sky doesn't work for you, maybe bring it onto the lower back. And that gives you a good indication of what's happening in the pelvis. You want to try and level out the pelvis if you can. And often it's the drawing back of the right hip that will help you to do that. Keep that left foot grounded. Nice deep breaths. Inhale. Exhaling to twist. Take another inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Step back to your down dog. Inhale in your down dog, lift the pelvis. Exhale, soften in. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale the foot forward. Plant the right foot down. Inhale to your warrior one. Exhale, straighten through that left leg. So same thing here. So as you come down, really be aware of that left hip drawing back. So inhale to reach. And then as you exhale, you're coming forward, but the right hand is reaching to the outside of that left foot. Brick is really helpful, particularly if you're feeling tight today, if you have one. So you're pressing the right hand into the mat, into the earth, and then the belly is drawing over to the left side. Reach that hand up or bring it onto the lower back. Keep the right foot grounded. Breathing there. Lovely. So each exhale is that twisting, that releasing into that, sinking a little bit deeper. Take another inhale. Exhale, release, step back to your down dog. Inhale in your down dog, lift the pelvis. Exhale to soften in. And then inhale, left foot steps, then right foot, half lift. And exhaling, folding in. Press through the feet, inhale to come all the way up. And exhale to bring the hands to prayer. Bringing the feet back together again, we'll briefly go into our twisty chair. So you're inhaling to come to your chair. And then exhale to twist to the right, so left elbow to the right. Press the right hand into the left. Inhale back to your chair. And then exhale, sit deeply into that right elbow to the left. Inhale back to your chair. And then exhaling, folding through. Inhale, half lift. And we'll step right leg, left leg, plank or tabletop. Take an inhale. Exhale, crown of the head forward, releasing down. Inhale for your cobra. And exhaling to travel back. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale the foot forward. Plant the left foot down, lead with the left hand. Inhale to your warrior two. And exhale, sinking into that. Take an inhale. Exhale, reverse, so reach that right hand up. Take an inhale. And then exhale to your side angle. So reaching that left hand over the top if it feels good for the shoulder. Planting that left foot down. And if you are able to bring that right hand down onto the mat, if that allows you to stay open through that left side, you could see if you could release it and bring it underneath the thigh, and then bring that left hand behind. So you're creating that bind. But if you're still on the knee, just see if you can bend into the knee a little bit more, still pressing down through the left foot. Take an inhale. And exhale, release. Step back to your down dog. In your down dog, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale the foot forward. Plant the right foot down. Lead with the right hand. Inhale to your warrior two. And exhale, soften in. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. And exhale, reverse. So lift that left hand up. Take an inhale. And then exhale to your side angle, reaching the right hand over the head, if that's all right, for the shoulder. And then maybe that left hand comes down onto the mat. If it does, is it possible to reach round to take hold? So you're reaching that right hand behind you, but still drawing back through the right shoulder. And if you're just on the knee or on the ground, just bend into that left leg a little bit more. Just to challenge that, just to see where is possible. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Step back to your down dog. In your down dog, inhale, lift the pelvis, lengthening the back of the body. Exhaling to soften in. And then gazing forward, inhale, step right leg, then left leg, half lift. Exhaling, folding in. Inhale all the way up to the top to reach through the fingertips to the sky, and then exhale to bring the hands to prayer. Take a long deep breath there and a long breath out. And then inhale, reach the hands up, and exhale, come all the way through. Inhale for your half lift. And exhale, step or maybe hop the feet back, plank or tabletop. Take an inhale. And exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Come into Sphinx pose, so you can have the elbows then onto the mat. Pressing into the forearms. Lifting the chest, letting the heart reach forward. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Engaging the legs, perhaps feel the legs almost lift off of the mat just a little. Couple of breaths there, and each time you inhale, just feel that lift of the heart, almost like it's reaching through the forearms. Take another inhale. And exhale, release. So bring the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing back towards your child's pose. And just pausing there, so maybe have the arms beside the body, releasing the shoulders, or keep the arms reaching forward if that actually feels really nice for the shoulders, a bit more of a stretch through there. See if you can come back to that sense of a lengthening exhale. And we can maybe just explore some of the ideas that you might feel that are holding you back from your happiness. So maybe it's the idea of financial security, perfect relationships, the next holiday, home renovation, some kind of experience that you think you're going to have that is going to make you happy. Or maybe you kind of tell yourself, life is just too busy, I've got too much to do. So just consider, what is it that you're kind of waiting for to be happy? And remembering to resist any urge to judge. Really approach this with a kind of gentleness and even a curiosity. And then when you're ready, reach the hands forward, take an inhale, come all the way up, release the legs, bring the legs forward. Bring the soles of the feet together, and you might have a little kind of wiggle out to the sides. Allow the pelvis to move out to the back. And then take a long inhale, finding that length through the spine, and then exhale, folding forward. It might just be a little way. It doesn't need to be a lot, just allowing that to open up into inner legs, pelvis. And see if you can hold one of the ideas that is holding you back from happiness in your mind's eye. Just one of them, whatever comes to mind, just let it be there. And can you imagine that it has actually come true, whatever it might be? And just notice yourself in that situation. Noticing all the details, exploring what this happiness feels like. How do you feel with that sense of happiness? Just see if you can kind of rest in that place, in that felt sense of happiness. And then take an inhale, come back up to the top, and as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest, and then rounding and rolling through the spine. So allow the shoulder blades to move away from one another. Rolling, doesn't need to be far again, just where feels right. Just stretching across the back. And can you allow this imagined sense of happiness to be here today? To be here in this very moment, inviting this happiness into your present moment awareness and experience. And I find it useful to use the breath, so almost kind of breathing in, allowing that sense of happiness to really settle within. Maybe noticing its warmth or its sense of peacefulness or calmness. With each breath, you can almost feel as if the happiness can kind of sink deeper within, sink into your mind, your body, your heart, sinking into your entire being. And then when you're ready, inhaling, rolling back up, help the knees to come back in, rolling onto your back, hug the knees into the chest. Have a little rock side to side. And then take an inhale, draw knees in. Lengthen that left leg, draw the right knee in, take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring that right knee over to the left for a twist. If you prefer to have the left knee bent, then obviously do that. It's a little bit more intense perhaps this way. If it doesn't feel right, then do it the normal way. And allowing that left shoulder to maybe move over to the left a little. Maybe the arms reach out to the side, depending on how that twist feels. Just seeing if it can kind of allow you to sink into that a little bit more, and keeping in mind that felt sense of happiness. In positive psychology, they call it growing the good. So what we want to do is have that kind of keen sense of awareness of what is happening. See if we can break free from any limiting thoughts, the things that might be holding us back, and then really letting them land within, so growing the good within. And then when you're ready, inhale to come back to the center. Draw maybe both knees into the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, lengthen the right leg. Squeeze the left knee in. Take an inhale. And then exhale the knee over to the right. So moving to your twist on that side. And if you prefer knees bent together, then obviously do that. Just a few breaths there, but you can still kind of feel that you can draw this positivity in to your heart, to your being, really letting it land within. And then take an inhale, come back to the center, hug both knees back in, and then slowly release into your Shavasana. Maybe knees bent, legs long. Just letting yourself be in this space for a little while here. With your body resting on the ground. With your awareness still with the breath. And that sense of happiness deep within. It's almost as if we're making space for happiness. And a reading from Kristen Rogers. Many of us step foot on the path to spiritual enlightenment, expecting it to lead us onwards and upwards, hoping to become something better than we are, and ready to gather all of the important things we need along the way. What a surprise it is when we eventually realize that this path isn't taking us onwards but inwards. That we were not gathering things so much as letting them go, and that there was never anything more to aspire to than the truth of what we already are. Taking some longer, deeper breaths now. Maybe sighing out through the mouth on an exhalation. That ultimate release, that ultimate letting go. And then when you're ready, movement, fingers, toes, draw knees in. And slowly make your way back to sit. You could bring the hands to prayer and bow down towards hands and heart and call back in your intention. Setting intentions at the beginning of the day are so powerful. It's like a reminder as we move through our day, keeping it close. And then we'll close with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. So thank you for your practice. Namaste.